My name is Andrea, and the purpose of this video is to help all of those of you who have lost a pet to come to a little bit better place, feel maybe just a little bit more harmony within your heart. It can be very hard when you lose a pet, especially if you've lost them around the holidays. So, first of all, I would like to say heartfelt condolences for that. People who are not close to pets or not animal people sometimes don't understand the loss, but our pets very often live in our home with us, and they are part of our family. And so I would just like to say that whatever you feel in your heart, that is what's right for you. That is your heart. No one can say that that's right or wrong. That's your heart. So don't be afraid to own those feelings, and hopefully you will have some people around you who are supportive and understanding, and realize that it's a grieving process, just like any other type of thing that you might grieve, and that you'll go through different stages, and some days will be better and some days will be worse. And sometimes the holidays can be even more triggering because they make us think about things a little more magnified than we would otherwise. So when my son and I lost our pet Sven, which was our cat, it was right before Thanksgiving, and I was trying to decide if I wanted to buy Svenny a little green or a little red sweater. And this may seem silly, but to me it was like a really big decision because I really love green, but I also thought he would look really good in red. But so I was really going back and forth, and I thought, oh, but Christmas is just a little bit more about red than green, right? And so I had just decided after weeks of thinking about this paramount question, what color little sweater I would buy Svenny. And I had decided red. And then Svenny passed. So now that Christmas is coming and there is no red sweater to buy for Sven, it is painful. And I see like Christmas puzzles with cats that look like Sven, and I can drive around the neighborhood and see another animal, a little cat that has the same eyes and same coloring as Sven. And my point in saying all of that is that it's normal to be triggered in ways that are obvious, like when you see an animal that looks like the pet that you've lost. And it's also normal to be triggered and not even be sure why, because within our brains sometimes we connect things together and we don't even realize that they have been wired together within our brain, but they have. So just know that that is equally a possibility. Some of the things that you can do, hopefully, you've done some things to help facilitate your healing. I think crying actually is a great idea because it does create a release. And it's a way of not holding in all of the different feelings that we can have, because a lot of times we can have mixed emotions, especially if they were suffering at the end. Our pet Sven at the end was really suffering, so that was very difficult. One of the things that I have done was I had one of my favorite pictures of Sven made of he and I together, and that's of us snuggling together. And so I have this by my bed, and that's really been surprisingly very helpful. I think that it's a great thing if you've got a picture maybe of your pet, and if you don't, maybe there's family or friends that actually have a picture for you that they can give you of you and your pet, or just your pet. I have a friend of mine named Amanda who has lots of pictures of my cats. So realize that, there might be resources out there that you haven't thought of. And anything that touches your heart and creates healing is, I would say, is normally a good idea. So because I had decided to buy Svenny a red little sweater for Christmas, you'll notice I have just this one little red bow, and so that kind of just reminds me a little bit more about Svenny for Christmas time. And even though this Christmas my memory of Sven isn't going to be exactly like I pictured, with holding him and being able to touch him, I still know that I have him in my heart, just like you know that you still have your pet in your heart. And that's why it does hurt, because it's in your heart. So even though that's the pain source, realize that's also where all the love comes from, and that's what makes it so special. And I really hope and I pray that you will begin to heal and accept the process that you go through when losing a pet, because it is a process. It is a process. So there's not a right way or a wrong way, but things that do help you and make you feel better to process that pain and heal, then I think that's a marvelous idea. Another thing that I have done is, since I won't actually have the sweater for Sven, I've just pictured him in that sweater. And so it's taken me several weeks to get to that point, because initially whenever I thought about the sweater and him not being here to wear it, all it caused was pain. And so today I was able to move a little bit past that, and in my mind picture him in that sweater and send him love, because I believe that pets are spirit too. And so I sent him love and pictured him in that sweater. So things that you can do to heal your heart, whether it's a picture or maybe putting an ornament on a tree, or having maybe a nice canvas made with you and your pet, all of these things that are going to help you heal, that is just worth every effort that you put into that, because you deserve that healing. And sometimes we have to be the person who's the most aggressive about our own healing, right? Because a lot of times friends and family don't know all the specifics, and sometimes we feel so overwhelmed with different emotions we can't even put it into words to even explain or tell them. So as we approach the holiday season, if you have lost a pet, and it's a trigger time for you, maybe you think of past holidays that you had with your pet, or it just recently happened, just know that I wish for your healing, and I hope that you'll find different things to help implement to facilitate your own healing. And just know that it's a beautiful heart that can actually feel the absence of that pet. It's because of that beautiful heart